came into our bedroom, into the bathroom, because that's where his wedding ring was and his necklace. And he came in and he grabbed that. And then he left. I didn't even get to give him a kiss goodbye.
So not only was this weird lady focused on merch sales after his memorial, but she was targeting potential donors inside of a church?
We know, according to the staff, she has been in the office every single day. The children who just lost their father, her 18-month-old son, and 3-something-year-old daughter, in essence, lose their mother.
Are involved in my husband's murder.
At first, people thought it was just grief. But then reports began surfacing that something much bigger was happening behind the scenes. Allegedly, while supporters were still mourning, there were active efforts to push merchandise and even approach potential donors inside a church. And that's where it gets messy, because according to some accounts, this wasn't random. It looked organized.
This is his home office, and I have not been in here for a very long time. And I've just been, that's part of the reason why I keep looking down. It's not because I'm not wanting to look at you. It's because like there are so many treasures in here. Like for instance, like this piece of paper, he wrote on everything. He has papers everywhere. This says, it's the priorities. It says family, children, legacy, kids number one, versus careerism, consumerism, and loneliness.
Then came the moment that changed everything. Word spread fast that Charlie's sister Mary had reportedly confronted Erika after the funeral. Not just an argument. Sources claim it turned physical. And it wasn't over emotions alone. It was allegedly triggered by what Mary had discovered in the days following her brother's ADH. But here's the part people can't ignore.
So she talked about a woman that was at Charlie's memorial, and she had so many things happen that she thought were signs from God, but the whole time she was being targeted by Turning Point and Erika for her money. The woman basically said that she was just trying to get to Charlie's memorial because obviously some people just wanted to be there. And the second she got into contact with a Turning Point USA rep, whoever it was, they immediately went into talking about Erika receiving death threats and how Trump had to get personally involved to secure the stadium and that they need to cover the $6 million tab, I guess.
Shortly after everything happened, Erika shared what she described as a deeply personal love letter from Charlie. It was emotional, detailed, and painted a picture of a devoted husband. For many, it felt real, but according to sources close to the family, that's where serious doubts began. Some claimed the handwriting didn't match known samples, suggesting it may have been replicated. Now, this hasn't been proven in court, but if true, it changes everything.
Is not the person that moved that picture. In fact, it would be much more likely that Stacey Sheridan would have added that picture to the background. They would have said, okay, we're in his office. What are we going to do? Oh, let's put up some stuff behind to remind people that this is her Charlie and how happy they were and how in love they were. So that really only leaves us with one other option. And that option would be that Charlie himself moved the frame. And he would have had to do this on the 9th, the day before his assassination. And what would have happened thereafter is Erika simply...
And just when people thought that was the biggest issue, more reports surfaced. Allegedly, donors were being approached almost immediately at memorial events. One account claims a woman was contacted before even taking her seat, with conversations quickly shifting toward financial support. Then, according to reports, similar interactions continued in a church setting. And that raises a difficult question. Was grief being used as leverage? But it doesn't stop there.
Sick. He's a human being. Museum style for our Charlie, for my Charlie.
Everyone wants an answer to this evil. And sometimes the answer is very...
During a later appearance, something unexpected was revealed, a handwritten priority list, reportedly from Charlie himself. At the top, family, children, legacy, but noticeably absent, Erika. And at the bottom, one word stood out, loneliness. That single detail sparked intense speculation because it seemed to contradict the public image of their relationship. And that's where things take another turn.
Would come in, open the junk drawer. Everyone has a junk drawer. Open the junk drawer, said Shabbat Shalom, put it in there, turn the phone off, slam the door. And
On Friday night, when he would get home from work, he would turn off his phone and he would shove it in the junk drawer and he would say,
Observers also pointed out something missing from his office, a wedding photo that had always been there. Gone. No clear explanation. Some believe it could mean nothing. Others speculate it may have been removed before his D*ATH. Again, nothing confirmed, but when you stack it with everything else, it starts to raise eyebrows. Then there's the final night. According to Erika's own account, Charlie slept in a separate room. The explanation given was about getting better rest. But critics question that, saying it doesn't fully add up. And the next morning, he came and briefly grabbed his ring and necklace and left. No real interaction. No goodbye. For a couple known for a strong public bond, that detail stands out. Some sources claim Charlie had been sharing concerns with his sister in the days leading up to his D*ATH, concerns that may explain the tension people are now pointing to. If that's true, it could completely change how that final timeline is understood. But again, these are claims, not confirmed facts. Now Mary stepping forward has shifted the entire narrative. For months, one version of events dominated. But now, according to reports, someone from inside the family is pushing back. And when the people closest to someone begin to question the story being told publicly, it forces everyone to look closer. Because when you put all together, the alleged letter, the reported fundraising, the missing photo, the final moments, it doesn't feel simple anymore.